Greetings everyone on YouTube and everywhere. I'm back with another YouTube sesh. Today I'm going to be talking about some of the things I've been doing this past week and the subject of being multi-passionate. Again, going back to that concept that we can do multiple things that we're passionate about and actually live comfortably off of them as well. So basically I'm just going to be covering some of my experience, and to me right now the best thing that you could do in this time where we're inside and we're having to spend a lot of time inside, the best thing you can do right now is build your own brand. Build your own brand. Make something that belongs to you and something that consists of all of your passions, and also live comfortably off of it and be able to monetize it. So let's get to it. So in the past few weeks, I have launched my online shop on my own platform. I still have my depop, but for my main line, I have things that I have created and designed, and I'm still designing that I finally have wanted to share with the world, and it's pretty awesome. So I mean, throughout this time, I've been building this brand for like 4 or 5 years, I'd say now. It just started off with me being in college and like having a whole bunch of clothes and stuff that I didn't wear that I got for free from events and like other stuff. And at that point, I thought it would be cool to make an online store. Throughout that time, I had experimented with stuff like drop shipping and stuff, but for me personally, I'm not really a fan of drop shipping, simply because right now, and I think more than ever, when I had started, of course, but right now there tends to be a lot of people who like buy mass-produced items from AliExpress and then just flip them for an extremely higher margin. So, I personally think like you could be successful doing that for sure, but also you have to be aware of how that plays out in consumption and the environment. We do know the fashion industry is the second industry that is extremely wasteful with a lot of resources and stuff, and not to mention labor laws and a whole bunch of human rights that have been violated because of fast fashion. So when I started the brand, I had a whole bunch of stuff that I loved, that I had worn, but like I wasn't wearing it anymore. And the idea of circulating pieces to other people who those pieces resonate with, and then seeing them style it themselves in whichever ways they like, is really exciting. So when I decided to actually make my own branded clothing, I wanted something that was not mass produced, but made with a small team, and something that I could do full quality control on. So as of right now, I'm really excited. I've spent years on researching producers who can make these pieces of clothing and also make them in a wide size range too. So if you do order from me, they are made to order, and they range from extra small to 4XL. So it's really exciting to actually do that and make stuff that I think is super cute, that a lot of people like. My style is really Y2K, futuristic, Afrofuturistic, and then I have like my other elements of like cottagecore and very naturey, delicately floral lingerie and stuff like that. So I have a range of styles that I like want to share with people, and also, of course, nature is my inspiration for a lot of the stuff I design. So everything I've done, I've designed myself, and put a lot of love and time into this brand in the past 5 years. And it's really amazing to do something that belongs to me. It's like, it's my thing, and I really hope that other people enjoy it too. So yeah, my shop link is in the link below. I might as well say it this time, even though I have a small team that I work with, there are still delays because it is COVID. So when you do order something from me, it's made to order. So the most it would take is like a week. So they produce it, it goes to me, and I do a quality check and make sure it's up to standards, and then I send it out to you. So as of right now, I'm only doing US shipping because I think that the COVID situation is postponed a lot of other places, so I actually am not going to expand anytime soon until things kind of smooth out, or at least I get some more resources so that I can share with the rest of the planet. Unfriendly Black hotties unite! Anyway, so today we're talking about multi-passionate. My store is like an example of my multi-passionate combo, I suppose you could say. You know, I have different channels and platforms, but they all consist of my brand, and that's what I really want to encourage people to do right now. You have fingertips, yeah, you have technology at your fingertips, and there's a multitude of resources that are available online everywhere to help you establish a brand. But I do want to say, like, one of the biggest things is nowadays everything's so oversaturated with like half-ass stuff where they really just want profit, and they're not really like in it for, you know, the brand and what it really stands for. It's just profit. I think like you really need to establish like how passionate are you about the brand, or is it really just something that you want to do for money, which there's nothing wrong with, but you know, your level of commitment will vary depending on how passionate you are about the brand itself. So I think it's important that people really tap in right now and harness their creative power and just do it. Just start. That's it. Like, just do it. I think a lot of time throughout this journey, I had spent a lot of time like online researching stuff, looking at other people's stuff, looking at other people's videos, and just like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? How am I going to... If you do that, you'll literally never start. So the best thing to do is just start somewhere. Like, even if you start with a list of ideas, brainstorm, or you make a vision board, or you just write it down. I mean, that's all you have to do. You know, every day you work on it, or, you know, take time every week, but this isn't something that's like gonna happen overnight for sure. Like, this type of stuff takes time. If you want to establish a brand and a community, you have to take the time and do the work. And I think it's worth it. I mean, I'm not even like, this isn't even my final form. But just doing it every day is something that makes me feel really good. And, you know, like, I treat it like a full-time job, but it is something that I love to do. I'm passionate about it, and, you know, sometimes I procrastinate. Like, this video, I totally procrastinated. I was supposed to do it Monday, and then some things happened. But, you know, sometimes you're not going to have your schedule be exactly perfect, but what I like to do is, if I write something on my planner, I might not do it that particular day, but I write it nonetheless, just because it's something that's like, okay, make sure you get that done this week or something. Like, giving yourself deadlines is healthy and good, and it keeps you disciplined and on your toes. But it's also okay to take days off if you need to, because everyone gets tired. So so the takeaway from today should be basically, you shouldn't be afraid to start somewhere and establish a brand, especially if it's something you really want to do. Right now, I think just the way the world is going, and it's honestly terrifying, and a lot of structures are being broken down, and things are really going to change. But everyone has something to offer to the world. Everyone has a message that they can give to others, and others will be ready to receive it. So I don't think you should put any doubts or overthink what you would want to do. But if there's something calling to you that's like, we should start our own brand, whatever kind of brand that could be too. We're not just talking about clothes. I mean, I do clothing and stuff, but there are many other things that you could do. But if there's something calling to you to do the thing, then do the thing. And that thing may comprise of multiple things that you're really good at. And, you know, that's the glory of being multi-passionate. You do not have to commit to one thing and be an expert in one thing. No. the world is your oyster and you can do many things as long as you enjoy the balance and you enjoy it. I mean, you know, that's really what it's all about. I think right now what the world needs is for people to share their stories, share their experiences, and, you know, share their joy with the world too. So yeah, I don't want to make this video like super long. I am behind on gardening. I have like a lot of gardening I need to get done, and then I have stuff to shoot and hopefully list by tomorrow. If I don't, then again, that's what I talk about. Sometimes your schedule is not exactly perfect, but it's okay. It's okay. All right, y'all. See you soon, and have a good week.